The old SEO is dead. In 2026, YouTube has fundamentally rewired how it ranks videos. Raw watch time is outreplaced by the viewer satisfaction score, where saves and rewatches are the only metrics that matter. We're mastering search everywhere. Let's dive into this explicable.
Welcome to This Explainer. Hey, if you've logged into your YouTube studio recently and just felt this sudden chill, staring at a totally unexplainable drop in your channel's views and reach, I want to tell you right now, you are not going crazy. You aren't imagining things, and honestly, it is highly likely that your content quality didn't just suddenly drop off a cliff. What actually happened is that the entire ecosystem shifted right beneath our feet. We are smack in the middle of an AI awakening, and it has fundamentally rewired how YouTube works from the ground up. There's this quote that I think perfectly captures the reality we're facing today. The algorithm didn't just update in 2026. It completely changed what it values. I love this because it just hits the nail on the head. Creators who are still out there optimizing for old metrics, things like raw watch time, subscriber counts, those legacy click-through rate strategies, they are suddenly being left in the dust. Your content isn't broken, but the AI that judges it, indexes it, and distributes it, that has fundamentally shifted. So here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. The new AI rules. 2. The satisfaction algorithm. 3. How AI kills traditional SEO. 4. YouTube powering AI search. And 5. Your 2026 survival guide. Let's dive right in.
First up, Section 1. The new AI rules. We're talking disclosure and compliance.
Okay, so this brings us to the absolute golden rule of 2026. If AI changes what viewers believe happened, you absolutely must disclose it, period. In the studio upload settings, YouTube now strictly requires a yes or no on AI use. But here's the catch. The trigger isn't just having AI in your workflow. The real trigger is realism and meaningful material alteration. If your synthetic edits change reality, you have to be completely transparent about it. Let's actually break down what that means in practice. If you are generating deepfakes, using synthetic likenesses of real people, or making it look like some event happened in a real location when it definitely didn't, you require disclosure. But on the flip side, if you use AI behind the scenes for script writing, brainstorming ideas, fixing bad audio, or even cloning your own voice for a dub, no disclosure needed. That behind-the-scenes production help is perfectly fine. But listen, if you fail to disclose a synthetic reality, you're looking at some heavy penalties, ranging from content removal all the way to full suspension from the partner program.
Moving on to Section 2, the satisfaction algorithm, the new #1 ranking factor. To really grasp this, we kind of have to look at the timeline of how we got here. Back in 2024, Shorts monetization was expanded. Then in 2025, we got those mandatory AI labels we just talked about, and crucially, Shorts algorithms were totally decoupled from long-form content. Then, hitting incredibly hard in 2026, the browse feed got completely overhauled, and satisfaction became the absolute priority over literally everything else. This right here completely shatters the biggest myth on YouTube, raw watch time. The viewer satisfaction score, which is built on things like post-video surveys, saves, shares, and whether a viewer actually returns to your channel later, that is the new king. It flat out replaced raw watch time. A 6-minute video that perfectly satisfies a viewer is going to crush a bloated, rambling 20-minute video every single time. Also, you should know your click-through rate testing window has shrunk dramatically. The algorithm now judges your thumbnail in just 24 hours. So yeah, no more slow burns. And this really shows why you absolutely need a hybrid strategy today. Remember how I mentioned Shorts and long-form algorithms were completely decoupled in 2025? We'll look at the revenue per mil, or RPM. Long-form video averages around $6.50 per 1,000 views. Shorts, they're sitting at 10 cents. It's night and day. Successful channels in 2026 are using Shorts like a high-velocity discovery engine to just grab attention, and then they funnel all those viewers into long-form content to build deep topical authority and, actually generate revenue.
All right, Section 3. AI kills traditional SEO. The end of keyword stuffing.
Just contrast how things used to be with how they are now. In the old days, say 2018 to 2020, we basically acted as manual translators. We were stuffing descriptions with keywords like we were hiding secret codes, maxing out manual tags, just crossing our fingers hoping the algorithm would catch on. In 2026, completely dead legacy tactic. New AI SEO relies on visual entity recognition, where the AI is actually scanning the physical objects inside your video frames and natural language transcripts. You simply don't need to manually tag your content anymore because the AI natively understands the video file itself. Which brings us to this massively important concept, topical authority. Basically, this is the degree to which the algorithm recognizes and trusts your channel as a consistent source of truth on a specific subject. If you post a gaming video on Monday, a cooking vlog on Wednesday, and then a finance tutorial on Friday, the 2026 algorithm is going to actively punish you. Scattered content loses all its distribution power. You have to be a hyper-focused topic specialist if you want to win the browse fee today.
I mean, really think about the magnitude of this for a second. Google's AI models now literally watch your video frames and listen to your audio transcripts directly. If you title a video Advanced Python Programming, but the AI visually detects that you are showing video game footage on the screen, it recognizes that semantic mismatch instantly and suppresses your video. The machine sees and hears everything now.
Okay, part 4. YouTube powers AI search, the multimodal engine. You definitely need to get comfortable with this term right here, Generative Engine Optimization, or GEO for short. It's the practice of structuring your video content so it gets heavily cited and referenced by external AI platforms like ChatGPT or Google AI Overviews. Video discovery isn't just restricted to the YouTube app anymore. People are out there asking conversational AIs for answers, and those AIs are serving up your videos as the solution.
0.737. That is a massive number. It represents the huge statistical correlation between YouTube mentions and ChatGPT visibility. Actually, it is the strongest correlation of any factor studied. YouTube is literally the most cited domain in AI overviews globally. I mean, GPT-4 was trained on over 1 million hours of YouTube transcripts alone. If you conquer YouTube, you conquer the entire AI ecosystem.
So how do we actually optimize for this search everywhere world? Well, here are the tactics. Embed your videos into long-form blog posts to create a powerful cross-format authority loop. Upload pristine, human-verified transcripts because AIs are reading that text to understand your video. Title your videos as explicit user queries like how to reduce cloud storage costs. And whatever you do, please use precise manual timestamps. YouTube's auto-generated chapters are only about 40 to 60% accurate, and they often use these generic titles that actively dilute your topical relevance and hurt your SEO. You got to do it yourself.
Finally, Section 5, your 2026 Survival Guide. Let's get into your operational playbook.
If you're using AI to help produce your content, especially shorts, you need to follow this exact workflow to stay out of trouble. Step 1. Keep a record of your original sources in your AI prompt generation settings. 2. Explicitly mark any synthetic elements in your notes. 3. Always double-check consent and clear the rights if other people's likenesses are involved. And 4. Run the viewer realism test. Just step back and ask yourself, could a reasonable viewer mistake this for an authentic recording? If the answer is yes, you better check that disclosure box in the studio. Now, if you want to aggressively expand globally, definitely utilize multi-language audio tracks, or MLA. You can use AI to automatically dub your videos into Spanish, Portuguese, Hindi, keeping all those global views completely consolidated on a single video asset. It is an amazing growth hack. But hear this warning loud and clear. If you dub to audio, you absolutely must pair it with regionally localized thumbnails and translated text overlays. Because if an audience hears Spanish but sees English text on the screen, they are going to instantly bounce, your retention will tank, and you will destroy your algorithmic credibility.
Which leaves us with this final thought. SEO in 2026, it just isn't about manipulating rankings anymore. It isn't about keyword stuffing or artificially dragging out your watch time. It is entirely about viewer satisfaction and clear, machine-readable structure. The algorithm heavily rewards specialists, not generalists. So take a hard look at your content strategy today and ask yourself, are you just building a channel, or are you becoming the definitive source that global AI actually trusts? Thanks so much for diving into this explainer with me, and I challenge you to start optimizing for satisfaction today.